Yeah, you were just picked up or?
Sí, I know.
How are you? Good to see you. See what you're trying, Scott. Let's see. We try. We try.
Can you talk a little bit about, the impact this year and
Yeah.
how, the 2 years off and her.
Well, 1 year off, right? Yeah, just one. Yeah, she played. She didn't play last year in 23. She played 22, both Phoenix and Seattle. Just the type of, obviously player that Tina is. She can make an immediate impact just because of her skill set, her ability to score the basketball, her ability to be dominant down low. But just her experience, I think, is what's helping us the most, especially during this patch that we're going through. Understanding somebody who's been through that, who has seen that, and somebody who can kind of stay calm in these moments and steady the storm and weather the storm. So that's what's been most impressive, I think, during this time. Like Tina's basketball skill is her basketball skill. I don't think that'll ever leave her, especially in her mind. You know what I mean? But I think the experience that she lends to this team who doesn't have a ton of experience is what's been the biggest asset.
How do you utilize your mini right with any of these?
Yeah, one rest, two, and then just getting into practice, being able to actually practice. With the way that the season looks like, it's hard. It's hard to come by practices. So in our practices, really just focusing on just small ways to get better. Whatever that looks like, whether that's working on our screening actions, working on rebounding, boxing out, different things like that. Trying to figure out small ways to improve.
And follow that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's been great having Jordan back. Still trying to get her legs up under her, which we know that'll take some time for Jordan to get her legs up under her. But it's great to have somebody else who has some experience, who has played in this league, championship pedigree, and so for us, another somebody who we brought in to be our starting point guard. So just having that experience and that leadership back is going to be really helpful as we continue to go through the season. Yeah.
I'm sure you've been in this situation. How do you handle it?
That's really like a mental thing, right? That's just the nature of the business. And all professional sports go through that, where they're playing back to backs, and you go and you have a long game in terms of being in overtime. But really, it's a mental thing. It's a will thing, wanting to come in and play hard. And for our group, you know what I mean. We can't focus on that. We know how good Connecticut is. We kind of have to use that to our advantage. You know what I mean, from the very start. So. Just communication in terms of things that she's seen, things that she's probably been through. Like again, I said it earlier, just weathering the storm, keeping people calm throughout this time. So just a lot of communication. Yeah. I mean, experience is a weapon. When you really think about experience, you think about not only they have experience, they have chemistry. Players who have played together for quite some time in terms of their core, so they just know each other. And I think that's invaluable. That's an intangible that you can't really teach. You just have to go through that, and you have to build that. And that at times can be the difference between a win and a loss, just because I know my teammate. I know exactly where they're going to be. I know exactly what they're going to do in certain situations. And then they have experience, they have chemistry, and then they have really good players. So that all matters. So you take talent, you take chemistry, you take experience, and you put that all together, and you have a really good team. And Connecticut has been that over the last couple of years because they've been able to keep their core group together and kind of build and grow with one another. And they're just a tough team. So we have to come out with a mentality of a tough mentality and be able to handle hard well. Know that they're a team that continues to build. So from the first quarter to the second quarter to the third quarter, they pretty much just they wear you down. All right, and we just can't be worn down. We have to bring that fight from the first to the fourth, all 40 minutes, understanding that what they do is, all right, you might throw a punch, but we're going to withstand your punch, and then we're going to punch you, and keep punching you. So we got to punch first, and then we got to keep punching.
We'll jump to Sue. Go ahead, Amanda.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, man.
Hey, the move to bring Maya in, what went behind that, and what was the reason y'all brought Maya in to join the team?
Yeah, we just needed another guard. You know what I mean? Somebody with size. And Maya's been with us before, so knows us as a staff, knows us as a basketball team in terms of our culture. I think Maya's athleticism will help us on the perimeter a little bit, but just having another guard, especially with Jordan returning to play, I think served us a little bit better.
Thank you, Coach.
And we'll finish up with Megan. Megan, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Coach. Good to see you. Wanted to ask you, obviously with Connecticut, they've got one of the better defenses in the league. And without revealing your game plan, how do you combat that from an offensive standpoint for the current kind of ups and downs that Atlanta's been experiencing?
Yeah, I think we have to try to play in transition. I really do think that's going to be our best friend, trying to get up and down and playing in transition, so we don't have to play against their set defense all the time. I think when they're 5 against 5, they're probably the best defensive team in this in the league. I know them in Minnesota. So if we can play in transition, get some easy baskets early in transition, I think that'll help. That'll help for us.
Well, good. Thank you everyone for your time.